quarterbacks in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Back to pass on second down. Right on the money. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Sweet cut there. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And, man, this defense at it again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
So the Boise State Broncos offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the
Big
ball
boy
was
came
always
got
going
me.
to the open guy.
You
He
hear
did a
me?
really good job checking
Big boy
it
came
down,
and got you, bro.
taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Brown will throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years.
I saw
right?
X. I should hit
Comes
X.
down the
I
stretch,
think I
who's playing the best.
hit circle instead.
BYU
It was a
offense
messy
headed
one.
back out to go on the
Should
attack.
definitely get it.
So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Armstrong. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
I don't think a lot of people here will be surprised by that call. 4th and inches at midfield. Just go for it, run the football, and they pick up the first.
Really, what are you going to gain by punting there? Even a perfect punt just gives you a little bit of a yardage edge, and the upside of keeping the ball was tremendous.
Yeah, and even if you don't convert it there, your defense comes on the field, and you're still forcing the offense to have to go 50-something yards or so to try and get points. So I like the call.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Brown wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adapting. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with a...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Washington. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Brown will throw it. Snags it over the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the ground, it's Washington. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Clay. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me. I'll make the contested catch.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Powers through the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Here we go. Now the play fake. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, BYU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. They'll they'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room. It's Washington. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Pulls it in. It's Clay. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Boise State.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Brown will throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Found the seam on the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Lewis. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Trying to run it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Washington. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Starts to scramble to the left. He'll turn and throw back right, a dangerous idea. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. That defense Opponents got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Brown wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Armstrong. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. Wants to throw again. Working the middle, it's complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Final minute now of the third quarter. On the run, it's Lewis. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Number 97, on to punt it away.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Look at my old school FIU at number 4. I mean number 25. We're at number 4. They're at number 25. That's pretty dope.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, they straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. And BYU will get the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Punt is on its way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Pats to the football and force...
Breaks into the open. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting a run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by just 2 over Louisiana Tech. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Brown. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes the pick back.
He's going to win linebacker of the year. Martin's going to win linebacker of the year. I guarantee you. Right to the end of the season. Martin's going to win linebacker of the year.
In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more important,
turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see.